Well, personally, I've never seen a kettle like this, but that's because I'm not in this industry. This is Chris Crowley from S4 Engineering. Thanks for having us at your place. Tell us, is the technical term for this kettle?
Yeah, so it's cooking kettle, cooking vessel. It's mainly used soups, sauces, ganaches, cheesecakes, dairy, anything you want to heat up, mix, blend. It can do it all.
And how difficult is it to change what you're making? Does it have to have a thorough clean out between things? Yeah. I mean, I assume it does. Anything else that you need to do?
In between products, you want to make sure that you don't have any product contamination when you're going into the next batch. So it's fully CIP-able. So we've got two amazing spray balls in the vessel. So sort of 8-minute rotations, but you can get full CIP in about 45 to an hour, depending on how viscous your product is. It's also fully CIP-able with pipework. One of the innovations that we've added is the removal of a CIP scavenge pump. So what that's typically used for was to remove CIP fluid at the end. Now we've gone with a Frischram pump.
Now you were telling me that one of the points of this is that these things sometimes turn up and there are thousands of parts involved.
So what we've tried to do is produce a product range that minimises the amount of elements that the owners will have to keep in their stores. So things like making sure that the seals for the manway, which is the access hatch for manual ingredients, or the hopper, which is the access hatch for tote bin ingredients, they all have the same seals, same parts.
So you don't have bespoke bits for bespoke things.
Exactly.
Let's go under here.
Okay.
I love a pipe work myself.
Okay.
So are any of these standardized as well in the same kind of way?
So this is just mainly an example of how we do our connections. At the bottom here you can see the steam injections. That's for direct steam heating. So this might be for ketchups or for bechamel sauces. We also have a 3-inch outlet. So here we're representing a 3-inch outlet so that you can see that it's good for large particles. So if you've got soup with large chunks of chicken or large chunks of onions or a curry, we can pump it through there. We've also showing that the jacket, so the hemisphere of this vessel, steam heated. So we've got heating, cooling, condensate return, and obviously the transfer pipe work. So if you want to send it out to fillers or if you want to go to a holding tank, store it, we also supply holding tanks as standard pieces of equipment as well.
And what kind of temperatures do we see inside this thing?
So typically, whatever most places critical control point cook is, so that tends to be low end 70 degrees, all the way up to sort of 95, and you'll boil it off, make sure you're killing any nasty germs in your product.
You were talking about the manway.
Yes.
I'm learning new terms here. The manway. Talk to me about the manway and the previous complications with the manway.
So the manway is the entrance for the operators to add in small ingredients. What we found was we were buying standard manways in, and there's quite a lot of parts that we had to adapt to make it hygienic for the food and pharma industries. So what we've done is we've gone away from that and done our own manway and designed it to sort of EDGE standards and to as stringent as we possibly can.
Okay, and again, it's about reducing the number of variety of parts.
It was mainly about being hygienic.
Yeah.
So the more complex it was, the harder it is to clean it. And so you can do an automatic CIP, automatic cleaning for the inside of the vessel, but the operators still have to wash down the outside. So a lot of what we've done is made sure that there's no flat surfaces, no pooling water, because listeria issues. So it's about making it as easy for the operators to clean as possible, so you're not wasting time waiting for the next time you can use the vessel.
And this is, you say, 1,000 litres, is that right?
This is 1,000 litres. We can do small batches, lab scale, but we tend to start the vessels at 250 litres and go up to 6,000. Or if you're going, we even do storage vessels up at 75 metres cubed. We can get really big with them.
I have never seen where my bechamel sauce comes from before, so thank you very much for educating me.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, thanks for having us.
Yep, thank you very much.